Hey everybody, welcome back. So today we're going to review the Porter and Cable Tiger Saw. Some people call it a reciprocating saw. Porter and Cable calls this a Tiger Saw. So what it is, it's a 20 volt cordless tool that's part of the family of their LinkedIn system. I bought this about 4 to 6 weeks ago because I was working on a project within my house that I just wanted to have the flexibility to be up on the ladder without being tied to a cord. So why don't we go over a couple of the features with this particular tool, and then we'll go into a demo and show you what it can do. All right. So when you get the tool, you can purchase at Lowe's or Amazon or anything like that. So when you get it, it's going to come just as you see it here. No batteries. It's sold as a bare tool. It's kind of assuming that when you get one of their products in this family line, that you already have a battery or a charger from one of the other offerings, which I do. So it wasn't that big of a deal. So this tool is just like any of the other ones in the lineup. It will accept the 1.5 amp hour batteries or the 4.0. I've been using the 1.5 with it, and as far as runtime, it's hard to say as far as continuous use, but I would say continuous use, I'm probably getting like 15-20 minutes out of it if I'm just using it non-stop. Other tasks you may get a little bit more runtime on the 1.5 amp hour. If you have the 4.0, I would imagine you probably get maybe 30 to 35 minutes, maybe 40 out of it for continuous runtime. But anyway, let's go ahead and review some of the features. Variable speed, it goes from 0 to 3,000 strokes per minute. It has a lockout for the trigger, just in case you pick it up and you're not ready to cut. You can lock it out so you don't injure yourself or somebody. It has a shoe on it. The shoe is not adjustable. It's kind of just in a fixed position. And then you have the quick loading chuck that is pretty much standard on any reciprocating saw these days. Essentially, you just take a blade, you spin the chuck, put the blade in, then release it back, and it snaps in and locks the blade in. No fuel gauge status on the tool itself. That's the only thing I wish it did have, because when you're using it, you're kind of wondering where you are as far as your battery life. Flip it over, and it's pretty much that's it. Some nice overmold on it, so if you do drop it or anything like that, it's not going to mar any surface, and it's going to protect the tool somewhat from any type of damage. So again, I've had this tool for about 4 to 6 weeks. I mainly bought it for doing a project in my house. I also bought it for doing landscaping around the house as well. And you know, this is good for when you're walking out in the woods or something like that, and you don't necessarily want to carry a chainsaw, or if you're just limbing up some trees or some basic cuts, stuff like that. So it's been very useful for tasks like that. So as far as the warranty on it, it's a 3-year limited warranty, 1 year direct replacement, and 90 days get your money back if there's any issues with it. So with that being said, why don't we go ahead and chuck up some material, and then I'll give you a demonstration on exactly what this little tiger saw can do. Alright guys, so why don't we give you a demo of what this little tiger saw can do. So as far as the blade, I just have a cheap $4 Irwin blade in the chucked up in it right now. I mainly got this blade for when I'm doing pruning out in the woods and limbing up trees and everything else. So it's just a normal, just wood blade. It's not bimetal or anything like that. So we're gonna cut some material in the with the saw. Got some PVC, a 2x4, and some plywood. So why don't we go ahead and take the saw and see how it does. All right. So here's some 2-inch PVC. This is gonna go through it pretty quick. All right, no problem, as expected. Alright, so I'm going to get rid of that. Next thing we'll do is chuck up just a piece of 2x4. vise. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and put the shoe up against the 2x4 and just pull the trigger. So there you go. Went through it pretty easily. And for the last demo, we're going to put just a piece of particle board in there. And this is all stuff, it's pretty representative of what, you know, you're going to cut with a saw like this. You know, plywood, 2x4, stuff like that. Alright. Oh. Alright, so there you go. So even with a cheap, nothing special blade, the saw went through it with no issues. Really didn't struggle or didn't bind or anything like that. Plenty of power, and so there you go. So in conclusion, I really like this saw. It really gives you a lot of versatility as far as doing stuff around the house. You know, simple landscaping stuff without dragging a chainsaw out for simple cuts. So if you like what you saw, give me a thumbs up. If you like this video, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. My channel is mainly stuff I do out in my garage, tool reviews, snowmobiling stuff like that. So thank you for watching, and as always, have a great day. Thanks. Bye.